Hi guys, hello. Okay, welcome to the chaos. Since, well, usually, so what I'm using right now is, the setup that I have for Twitch as well, right? Because, I tried streaming over my phone yesterday just to try it out, and it's got its perks and downsides, right? So, yeah, now we're on computer. And I have OBS, and I need to figure out how to use different profiles and what to do with that and shit, so that's what we're doing right now. But anyway, can you all hear me? Can you all hear the music? I would assume so, I would hope so, but just checking. Also, I gotta figure out, like, the widget still. That's, like, what shows the chat on screen and possible alerts or whatever. There's Twitch Studio for just Twitch streaming. Interesting. I haven't heard of it. Maybe I'll look into it. But actually, I think these profiles work out because I don't actually have to change anything like I thought I did. I thought I needed to, like, switch out some keys. But actually, you can just make different profiles and go between them, which is quite handy. All right. Oh, I don't like how shortly the messages are shown. Let's go with this one. No delay. Still don't know if I like the size, but let's see. So yeah, I mean, all that this knows, right? All that this means right now is that the first few minutes of stream are just gonna be chaotic, and occasionally I'm gonna throw a test or two into chat. That's a little better. Yeah. Also, I can test the alerts, but that might be a little annoying for you guys. That's better, right? Yeah. And this one? Is this one good? Who knows? We'll see. Let's see. I feel like I remember being able to change the font, but I'm not finding that right now. Doesn't matter though. That's details that I can always change at a later point. I just want for now something that works. Right now, as for the alerts. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you don't mind this. Where do I test out again? There. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your weekday and that it's not too annoying or exhausting. And yeah, thanks for stopping by real quick. Hey, maybe you'll be able to make it for the later stream that we have on Twitch. Who knows? Alright, let's test this real quick. Yeah, that works. It's a weird icon. That's new. They didn't have that before. But hey, that does work. Right? Yeah. That was a test. There was no John who just donated $20. Did I always have the donation in that spot though? Doesn't matter. Whatever. Anyway. Oops. Need to readjust this still. I don't know why it shifted in the way that it did. It's so weird. But, I guess we shan't question it. Oh. We shall not. We shall not? That sounds so weird. Because it's not actually a word, but you know what I mean. Alright. Beautiful axolotl that Pumpkin made. It's in its usual spot. Perfect. I think it's going a little too much in the corner, but I'm not gonna care about that right now. Actually, I kind of care. Okay, now it's better. Oh dear. Okay. Need this thing. Please stand by while we just copy things. There's no more figuring out. It's just copying. It should all work. And if you ask yourself, why didn't Sin do this before stream? Hello? Well, I was kind of like, yeah, 15 minutes and is enough. And then I needed to figure out some more stuff. So now, this is me doing things a little too late. Ay. Yes, I know I'm such a bad content creator. Actually, wait, no. If I'm streaming, I'm not. Can I call myself a content creator? I kind of feel like still, but it's a little weird, isn't it? It's not quite the right thing. Well, whatever. Anyway, okay. One more test, and then I shall not bother you in any way, shape, or form about this anymore. And we can move on to bigger and better things. Yes. The good old st. I still hate the font. What the fuck? I can change the theme, but... Come on, I remember. It can't only be this ugly thing. Is it really the theme? Nah. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait, no, yeah, that is... Oh. Okay. That is indeed the way that you change the fonts. I don't remember which one I had, though. Okay, so it's either this one or that one. Let's try this one. Good old test. I feel like this is the one that I've used before. Okay, anyway. Alrighty. Here we are. Hello, guys. How are you doing? As you may be able to tell, I've been kind of busy and stressed out. But not just because of streaming. I've just been pre-recording and stuff. Doing some audio things. And lots of doctor's appointments. I had a pretty big important one yesterday. And then I'm going to have one on Friday. And then I have another 2 scheduled, but those are going to be like follow-up ones in like a few months. One in May. And then the other one's supposed to be in June, but hopefully I can get an earlier one actually. Because technically the results of the one in June I need for the one in May. Which, well, if I have the one that gives the results after the one that needs the results, it's not really gonna work out all that well. But yeah. So appointments. And in a few days I'm gonna be away from home again for like a week or 2. So I gotta prepare for that as well, of course, with lots of things. Anyway, how are you doing, Ari? I did it again. I'm sorry, Ari. One day I'll remember. Oh, that was my phone because it's not on silent. I should put it on silent. Indeed I should. That way we shall not get disturbed. Alrighty. So, let's think about what we're doing today. If there's any specific topics we're talking about, or if we're kind of just like gonna go for some spontaneous talking about whatever like last time. If we'll go for some paint or something. I've done that before on Twitch and that was fun, and I feel like it fits in here as well. Just drawing some silly little things while talking, having a good time. That is super valid. You are very, very valid. I wish I did nothing. But yeah, having a good old romantic time is very nice as well. Which, I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that most of my viewers didn't have that. Because, let's just talk facts. It's way more likely for single people to be watching my videos and stuff than people who are in a happy relationship. Which, hey, for the record, you can like watch romance roleplays and ASMRs even if you are in a relationship, and even if you're happy in your relationship and stuff, and it's not like weird. It's just less likely. Like, more single people enjoy that kind of stuff because they just get something out of it that they don't otherwise have. But in general, I've heard some weird takes, like, of people who are like, if you listen to these ASMR things, then you're, like, cheating. And I'm like, what now? Excuse me? Huh? Explain your thought process, please? That is just a little strange to me, but hey, who am I to say? Maybe I'm biased, because I am literally, you know, a creator of such stuff, but yeah. Excuse me. I've had some carbonation. Also, before I forget to say, that, yeah, at some point we're going to switch to Twitch, but it's going to be, like, at a usual time. Not going to be cutting this stream any shorter. To be fair, there's no usual for you guys yet to get used to. You know, the other stream was, what, like half an hour or something? I think it's always going to be between, like, half an hour and 2 hours, but the 2 hour ones are going to be more rare. Because, well, gotta find stuff to talk about. That is true. ASMR does help people sleep. I was more talking about the romance ones, of course, though. Like, because, I mean, the fewest audios on, for example, my channel are, like, sleep aid ones. A lot of them are, like, romantic scenarios. But yeah, even those romantic ones can be used just as, like, a sleep aid for people to put on, like, in the background to have some noise to fall asleep to. But, like, even for other reasons, if you genuinely enjoy, like, the scenarios and like, being in that kind of fantasy, or, for example, spicy audios, I mean, that's a bit of a different topic still. Like, I guess that can be counted as porn, which some people don't like their partners, like, watching or listening to porn while in a relationship. That... I don't know if the phrasing of that has some merit makes sense. Basically, like, it's valid to a degree, but in the end, I'd say, like, everyone's got to figure out their own boundaries for that. And ideally, you should find a partner who has the same opinions as you, except if they're hypocritical. Like, if they're like, hey, you're not allowed to watch or listen to anything, but I am, or something like that. But yeah, I don't think that it's strange to just enjoy that as a story. Like, obviously, if it turns into something different, if it turns into, like, a parasocial relationship, kind of, between, like, the person who's listening and is in a relationship, and then the creator, where the person who's in a relationship kind of, like, gets emotionally attached or starts comparing their actual partner to those audios that are just not real. It's just, then it's not okay anymore. I would say. But that's my personal opinion, and like I said, like, everyone needs to find their own boundaries for, like, many different things. Do I think we should let their partners listen to spicy audios? I don't know. I wouldn't mind my partner consuming porn of any kind, be that listening or watching or reading or whatever. Unless, of course, they're, like, comparing me to anyone or telling me, like, hey, I wish you were like this person, or I don't know, engaging in any way with the creator. Like, if they were listening to people's audios and, like, chatting with them. And I think one big, like, difference would be if they request them. Like, this is something that works the other way around for me specifically too. Like, I'm not currently doing any custom spicy audios. So, like, I have custom audios on my Patreon that people pay for specifically to have their, like, scenario that they want done with their name and everything, and that's kind of like that. And I do, like, those regular ones, and people can request all kinds of things. They can have, like, a romance roleplay, they can have a friend roleplay, a family one, they can have any kind of scenario, but I don't currently do, like, any spicy ones. Nothing erotic of any sort. And I think that would be a boundary for my partner to listen to. Like, if they were signed up to someone's Patreon or whatever that creator does, and they were requesting specific scenarios that are customized to them, it seems a little bit more, even if it's a transactional thing, since they're paying for that and the creator makes them for that for the money. Yeah, that feels a little more personal to me. And that's also kind of the reason why I don't do that at the moment, like, myself, because I'm not comfortable with that. uh, to make something so intimate for one specific person whose name I know and who's talking to me about what they want and stuff. Yeah. But otherwise, I don't care at all. Like, my partner can consume whatever they want as long as it's not harmful. And like I said, they're not like becoming toxic because of it or comparing me or whatever. I do think that if someone's partner has that boundary and is like, no, I don't want you to watch any porn or whatever, and they don't listen to that, like they do it in secret or whatever, I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's a good thing. Like, if you have an issue with that, then you need to find a different partner, not do it secretly behind their back. Because everyone has different boundaries and different reasons for their boundaries. And yeah, so if you have a partner who doesn't want you watching porn, but it's important to you that you can watch porn, then you guys don't fit together. Unless they can compromise, or you can compromise, it's not going to work out. And them compromising isn't you bothering them until they give in. Or like them saying, okay, well, I guess you can do it, but then like feeling bad and insecure and whatnot. To be fair, to a certain extent, insecurities are your partner's like own responsibility to manage. But in this case, yeah, I feel like just find someone different. This is gonna have come up at some point. Like, you're not gonna be married for 8 years and then suddenly it's like, oh yes, porn exists. By the way, babe, I don't want you to watch any. I don't think that happens, you know? It's gonna come up at one point or another. But anyway, wow, we kind of drifted there a little bit and got kind of deep into this topic. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Other people can have other opinions, of course. But yeah. How did we get on this topic again? I seriously forgot. I've absolutely no idea. But yeah. We're gonna be figuring out how this channel goes. In general, I had the idea or the plan to upload the Twitch VODs to this channel as well. So basically, you know, this is the streaming channel, and I've been asked before if there's any way to watch like the Twitch VODs after the week or two it takes, like until they disappear. And I've kind of thought, yeah, I do want them like around for longer. But I hadn't really gotten around to it yet. And in general, it's like I'm kind of having some difficulties like deciding what I should upload and what I shouldn't. Because if there's like any personal information accidentally shared by me, obviously I wouldn't want that out there. But more importantly also, or more commonly, like if someone's being vulnerable in chat with me during a stream, you know, they might not want that out there forever, and they only shared that in the moment during the stream because they're thinking like, oh well, you know, this is a stream, like this is live, this is just an in the moment thing, and it's not gonna matter afterwards. Or they just don't think about it in the moment. It's different than writing a comment on a video, right? Because you know that that's going to stay there. And even if you delete it, it's going to be in some people's inboxes or like people are going to have seen it. And it's not going to be just a thing of like, okay, I can see there's 8 people on this stream right now, and those 8 people are going to see it, right? And so I've been kind of unsure of like, yeah, which VODs to upload. And if I should just take out any that have like any vulnerable moments of any people. and how I'm gonna do that for past ones, because I have a bunch of VODs, but I definitely don't have the time to watch, like, I don't know, 30 hours, 40 hours of content to check, like, for that kind of stuff at the moment, you know? Yeah, no, and that's totally valid. I just, yeah. Like, you know, I have I have my VODs, obviously, just automatically, because that's how that works. When I'm streaming, I like automatically afterwards I have the video on my computer of my VOD, which is convenient for many reasons. But yeah. So to actually upload anything, like, I would need to go through all of that to check for stuff. I don't have the time to do that, but I also, you know, I do want this channel to have, like, VODs in general. And, you know, I'll have some people now saying, like, hey, but it's not your responsibility to take care of that or whatever. Like, people should watch what they say on stream, because, you know, it's also up on Twitch for a week or two, so, you know, people know that it's out there in the open, and that they can't just say whatever. But on the other hand, I'm also like, yes, to an extent, though. And, like, I often have kind of, like, private CMing conversations, like, kind of almost one-on-one conversations with people on Twitch, or, like, on stream in general, not just Twitch, but, you know, just on stream. And because these streams are just, like, with very low viewer counts, anything anyone says in chat is gonna be, like, there for a while. You know, it's not like with, excuse me, a very busy stream where there's lots of people and anything anyone says is just gonna get scrolled past within the second unless it's addressed by the streamer, because the chat is going so fast, you know, it's just lots of people chatting at the same time. So if one person, like, vents or gives some personal information about themselves, it's just on the screen for a second, and it's, you know, it's so many people there, and it's not the streamer's responsibility to be like, okay, well, I can't upload this whole entire thing because of this one person, you know. It's more their own responsibility, but yeah, it's just different here because it's more intimate seeming, you know. Anyway, hello, Angel. Thank you for stopping by. Have a nice day as well. Take care of yourself. Oh yeah, thank you. Hello. But yeah, maybe sometime when I actually just have the time to go through all of those, I'll go through all of those, and maybe I'll go edit some stuff and, like, blur out some things. On the other hand, again, then I'm just like, okay, I don't know how much to blur out. Like, I can't, you know, there's some regular viewers that, like, are on my streams usually. I can be like, hey, in one VOD here or there, like, this thing or that thing, like, do you want that, like, public, or do you want me to blur it out or cut it out or whatever? And then they can answer. But some people I can't contact like that. Like, they're either not regular viewers, so I can't just talk about it on stream, or they're just, like, you know, they're not people I can just contact. Maybe they've just been on there once. I don't have their information other than their username from, like, Twitch or from just YouTube or whatever. And so it's, like, it's kind of harder. And at that point, I feel like it really isn't my responsibility anymore to track down people and ask them, like, hey, do you want to appear in this VOD? Because they were on stream and they said those things, and the VODs, they're always out there, and it's not a new thing that they exist, basically, right? But yeah, I don't know. So that's why I haven't uploaded anything like that yet. Still need to figure that out, I suppose. But yeah. That is my thoughts on the matter so far. And, oh goodness, I'm so tired. But yeah, once I have some energy for that and time for that, or I figured out a different solution, I'll be uploading some VODs. Maybe I'll just do any ones like in the future. Like I'll just be like, okay, you know what, whatever, I'll delete like all the past ones. Just in case anyone doesn't want to like be in there. And then once I've like established basically that I'm gonna be uploading VODs on YouTube, that, you know, people just don't share any information that they don't want out there, which is, you know, what you just gotta do. Like, online is online, baby. If it's out there, it's out there. And you can't change that, which is why you just gotta, like, take care of what you say and what you reveal or talk about or whatever. And it's kind of the same for me, right? And my advantage is just that I'm the creator and I, like, you know, so like if something happens in my video, on my stream, in my comment or whatever, I can, like, you know, I can take care of that myself. But yeah, once that is established, maybe I can just like upload stuff then, because then it's everyone else's like responsibility to take care of themselves. And also maybe I'm overthinking things. Maybe I shouldn't care in the first place, but y'all know me. I'm always worrying about that kind of stuff. But yeah. Oh god. I should not at all be as tired as I am. Alright, well, anyway, I think this is gonna have been it for today's YouTube stream again. Next stream I'm gonna be more prepared, and we might do some paint then. Some scribbling around, or like maybe a fun little game we can play in chat. Who knows? I don't know. I'll think of some stuff still. Ooh, I don't think it's gonna be next week. I'm not gonna be streaming next week for the same reason that I'm not streaming this Saturday and instead moved like this Saturday's Twitch stream to today. So yeah, there's not gonna be a stream next Wednesday, FYI. Should be one again the week after though. So yeah, have a great night, y'all. I hope to see some of you in a little bit on Twitch. And yeah, take care of y'all. Stay hydrated. Have lots of water. It's important. No soda does not count. Tea I can accept. Coffee also doesn't count. Again, tea I can accept. Anyway. Alright. Bye, guys.